Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the SROC quiz 2021. The cream of the staff at Huddersfield have been working hard to test your general knowledge and some more local Yorkshire questions for the next hour and a half or so. We'll go through each round. There's 4 rounds, as you can probably see on your screen. The first one being based on Yorkshire. Second one is film quotes. Third one is pseudonyms. And then the final one is popular music. What we'll do is you'll need pens and paper to write down your answers. No Googling. This is all meant to be a test of your general knowledge. And at the end of each individual round, I'll go through the answers. So at the end of each round, if you can have your answers ready, and then I'll read them out, and then you mark your papers. At the end of the quiz, and this will probably be the trickiest part, I'm guessing, is to ascertain who's the winner from each particular group. On the Teams feed, there is a question and answer function which you can use to type in any queries you've got as we go along. Otherwise, at the end, I'll do the usual thing we all do in a pub quiz. I'll shout out numbers starting with the highest possible mark you can get, and if people can then respond in a question and answer on the Teams, and we can pick out who is the winner, and doing it for the glory of the SROC conference. So when you're all ready, I'll give it a moment or two. I'll kick things off and we'll get into the quiz. So in good university challenge fashion, I'll do my Jeremy Paxman impression, and we'll head on to the first one, and it's fingers on buzzers. First round is Yorkshire, and the first question is: Yorkshire Day is celebrated every year on which date? Okay, and on to question number 2. How many cities are there in Yorkshire? I won't give you any clues by saying what the total number is. If you think cathedral cities, that always is a help. Okay, we'll move on to question 3. What is the highest peak in Yorkshire? Okay, next one. This is a multiple answer question again. How many previous UK Prime Ministers hail from Yorkshire? Give everybody an easy clue for one of them. One of them comes from Huddersfield. I'll go on to the next one. The Brighouse and Rastrick Brass Band had a #2 hit single for 9 weeks in 1977. What was the song? I could give a clue, but I'm feeling mean at the moment. I'll wait on a bit longer till I start giving clues. Question number 6. Where is the world's largest stained glass window? Question number 7. What is the name of Britain's highest inn situated in Yorkshire? Following that theme, what is the highest mainline train station in England, which is also situated in Yorkshire? I'll keep them speedy so people haven't got time for Google to respond. Question number 9. Which Yorkshire town hosted the Eurovision Song Contest in 1982? Question number 10. One of Wallace and Gromit's favourite cheeses is Wensleydale. Where is it made? Question 11. What is a region known as Bronte Country? Or where is a region known as Bronte Country? Question 12. Where is the UK's most inland port? Question 13. The World Coal Carrying Championships, and this is not a part of an initiation to work at Huddersfield University, by the way. The World Coal Carrying Championship is held annually on which day in Yorkshire? I will repeat the questions if people want to ask for a repeat as when we get to the end of the round, by the way. So if you miss anything, I'm happy to go back. Question 14, it's a multiple answer question again. How many race courses are there in Yorkshire? Can you name each one, please? It is less than 10, just to give you a bit of a clue. Less than 10. Okay, on to question 15. Where is the National Media Museum? Question 16. Who won the first ever Olympic women's boxing gold medal at the 2012 London Games? And this person hails from Yorkshire. Where is the UK's very first National Children's Museum? Question 18. What is the highest, longest and deepest canal tunnel in the country? And the penultimate question for this round. Who was the first Briton in space? And then finally, the last question for this round is, which is the odd band out? Arctic Monkeys, Human League, ABC, Soft Cell and Def Leppard. So which of those bands is the odd one out? Okay, that's all the questions for round one. I'm happy to go back and go over any of the questions if anybody wants me to. If anybody can type a message in the question and answer boxes and I can go back and repeat a question. I will give you time to sort of mull over those questions and I'll go to the answers in a few minutes once you've got them all down. Otherwise, doing the answers at the end will be a mammoth task because there's lots more questions to come. So I'll just go back through the questions on the screen for you from number one, moving through just to give you a reminder in case you need to have another look at them. So I'll just go back to question one. So question one was, when is Yorkshire Day celebrated? Question two was, how many cities are there in Yorkshire? Question three was, what is the highest peak in Yorkshire? Question four was, how many previous UK Prime Ministers hail from Yorkshire? Question five was, Brighouse and Rastrick, what was their hit single? 6 was, where's the world's largest stained glass window? Was, what is the name of Britain's highest inn, situated in Yorkshire? Question 8 was, what is the highest mainline train station? 9, which Yorkshire town hosted Eurovision? 10, what was Wallace and Gromit's favourite cheese? Where is it made? Which is Wednesday down. Where is Bronte country? Question 12 was, which is UK's most inland port? 13 is, when are the World Coal Carrying Championships held? 14 was, the racecourses in Yorkshire. 15 is, where's the National Media Museum? Question 16 is, who won the first Olympic women's boxing gold medal? 17 was, where's the first UK's National Children's Museum? 18 is, what is the highest, longest and deepest canal tunnel in the country? Question 19 was, who was the first Briton in space? And the last one was, which is the odd band out from that list there? Arctic Monkeys, Human League, ABC, Soft Cell, or Def Leppard? Okay, so I'll give everybody 2 or 3 minutes to get their answers together, and then what I will do is I will go through the answers for this round. Okay, so if you want to take a break for a couple of minutes, get your answers sorted out, I'll come back to you with the answers in about 3 or 4 minutes. Right, if everybody's had their thinking caps on, worked out what the answers are, had a guess, had a stab in the dark, phoned a relative, used a computer, whatever it might be, I'll go for the answers now. So question number 1 point for this. Yorkshire Day is celebrated every year on which date? And that's the 1st of August. That's 1 mark for that. Question number 2. How many cities are there in Yorkshire? Now there are 7 cities in Yorkshire, and those cities are Bradford, Kingston upon Hull, Leeds, Ripon, Sheffield, Wakefield, and York. So that's 7 cities: Bradford, Hull, Leeds, Ripon, Sheffield, Wakefield, and York. That'd be 7 points if you've got everything right. Question number 3. What is the highest peak in Yorkshire? And that's Whernside. Whernside. And that's, for the trivia buffs, 2,415 feet above sea level. We're a mine of information here at Huddersfield, we really are. Number 4. How many previous UK Prime Ministers hail from Yorkshire? There's 3 Prime Ministers that hail from Yorkshire. They are, some of these will be slightly obscure. If you've got all 3 of these, you really do deserve a pat on the back. First one, Charles Watson Wentworth. Secondly, Harold Wilson. And the third one is Herbert Asquith. Okay. Most people will get Harold Wilson, being from Huddersfield himself, but maybe the other 2 are a little bit more obscure. So there's 3 potential points there. Brighouse and Ratchet Brass Band had a #2 hit single for 9 weeks in 1977. What was the song? I was tempted to give the clue was going to be Terry Wogan, but the actual song itself is The Floral Dance. If people hear it, they'll know it, but it's A Floral Dance is the answer to that one. Question number 6. Where's the world's largest stained glass window? And that's the York Minster's Great East Window, but we'll accept York Minster as the answer for a point. And it's over 2,000 square feet as well. Another mine of information here. Question 7. What is the name of Britain's highest inn situated in Yorkshire? And that's the Tan Hill Inn. If you live in Yorkshire, you usually see a weather presenter in a blizzard on TV standing by the Tan Hill Inn telling everybody not to go out and drive their cars. They're there, the Tan Hill Inn. What is the highest mainland train station in England, which is situated in Yorkshire? This will be a good one to get. And the answer is Dent. D-E-N-T. Dent. That's 1,133 feet above sea level. Which Yorkshire town hosted Eurovision in 1982? And that was Harrogate. So Harrogate's the answer to question 9. And 10. One of Wallace and Gromit's favourite cheeses is Wensleydale. Where is it made? And the answer to that is Hawes. H-A-W-E-S. 11 is about Bronte country. Where is it? And it's around Haworth. It's just outside Keighley. That's Haworth. H-A-W-O-R-T-H. We won't be checking spellings, not over a Teams presentation. 12. Where is the UK's most inland port? And that's Selby. East Yorkshire again. Question 13. The World Coal Carrying Championships is held annually on which day in Yorkshire? And it's coming up soon, so of course I'll be there, and that's Easter Monday. And it's held in Gawthorpe near Wakefield. It's a day out for all the family, I can promise you. Once visited, never forgotten. And then question 14, which was a multiple answer question again. How many race courses are there in Yorkshire? A point for each. Now there's 9 race courses in Yorkshire in total, and I'll just go through them. We've got Beverley, Catterick, Doncaster, Pontefract, Redcar, Ripon, Thirsk, Wetherby and York. Okay, I'll just read them again, there's quite a few. There's Beverley, Catterick, Doncaster, Pontefract, Redcar, Ripon, Thirsk, Wetherby and York. So potentially 9 points there. Where is the National Media Museum? Of course, it used to be the Film and Television Museum a few years ago. It's Bradford. Question 16. Who won the first ever Olympic women's boxing gold medal at 2012? That was Nicola Adams. Question 17. Where is the UK's first National Children's Museum? And that's Eureka, and that's based in Halifax. And 18, what is the highest, longest and deepest canal tunnel in the country? And that's the Stand Edge Tunnel, which runs between Yorkshire and Lancashire, which is just outside Huddersfield between Marsden and Diggle. So the Stand Edge Tunnel. Question 19, who was the first Briton in space? And that was Helen Sharman, and she is from Sheffield. And then question number 20 to end this round, which is the odd band out? Arctic Monkeys, Human League, ABC, Soft Cell and Def Leppard. It was a geographical question and it linked to the cities they're from. And the odd one out of those is Soft Cell. Soft Cell are from Leeds, all the others from Sheffield. So the Soft Cell is the correct answer for that one. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Before we head into round 2, I'll just get things ready for that. So I'll be with you in a minute or two, and we'll move on to round 2, which is going to be film quotes. So I'll be with you in a couple of seconds. So are we ready, eyes down for round 2? In this surreal experience of talking to a computer screen and not being able to actually see anybody. I hope you're all enjoying it. So we'll move on to film quotes here. So what we want to know is just the name of the film. Okay, so we're going to put up some quotes from famous for films of the past, and you've just got to name what the film is. Okay, so 1 point for each, 20 questions in this round again. So first one up, I'll have what she's having. And 2, Houston, we have a problem. As I say, I'll go back and do the questions again at the end, so if there's any you're not sure about, you will hear them again. One too many. Question 3, I see dead people. Question 4. There's no place like home. Question number 5. Well, here's another nice mess you've got me into. No, that isn't what's said after a HESA return, of course. And we're looking for the film. I think most people will know who the people who said it, but we're looking for the title of the film. Question number 6. Books and cleverness. They're the most important things. Friendship and bravery. Books and cleverness, there are more important things. Friendship and bravery. Just the title of the film. That's what we're wanting for each of these. Question 7. Go ahead, make my day. Question 8. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Question 9. Though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group, they are rather stupid. Question number 10. As I say, I'll repeat all these, I'll go through them again, so don't worry if you've missed any. Question 10. Is it safe? Question 11. After all, tomorrow is another day. So just the film title for all of these. Well, there's a theme to these, isn't there? You're not very bright, are you? I like that in a man. Question 13. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Question 14. You talking to me? I can't quite get the accent right, I'm afraid. If I got the accent right, I'd do the impression, you'd get it very quickly. Question 15. They say nothing lasts forever. Dreams fade, trends come and go, but friendships never go out of style. Question 16. Mouton Rothschild is a claret, and I've smelt that aftershave before. Both times I've smelt a rat. I've got the answers next to me and they all seem very obvious when I got answers next to you, but it's not so easy when somebody's just reading them to you. Question 17. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Here's Johnny. Question 19. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. And last but not least, and I'll go over these again, question 20, I won't put the accent on, I'll be back. So I'll just flick through those again for you so you've all got a chance to have a think, and then give you some time before I go through the answers. So I'll just move back to the first one, I'll just move through them. I'll have what she's having, is question 1. Question 2, Houston, we have a problem. Question 3, I see dead people. Question 4, there's no place like home. Question 5, well, here's another nice mess you've got me into. Question 6, books and cleverness. There are more important things, friendship and bravery. I can say of this particular film, I've never seen a single one of them, and I'm quite proud of that. Question 7, go ahead, make my day. Question 8, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Question 9, though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group, they're rather stupid. Is it safe? Question 11. After all, tomorrow is another day. Well, you're not very bright, are you? I like that in a man. Question 13. Open the pod bay doors. How? Question 14. You talk to me. Question 15. They say nothing lasts forever. Dreams fade, trends come and go, but friendships never go out of style. 16. Mouton Rothschild is a claret, and I've smelt that aftershave before. Both times I've smelt a rat. Number 17. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. 18. Here's Johnny. Question 19. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. And last but not least, I'll be back. So what we want is the name of the film. We don't need to know the character who said it. We just want the name of the film that these quotes appeared in, or these lines appeared in. Once again, I'll give you all of, sort of 3 or 4 minutes just to get your thinking caps on, and then I'll come back at about 8:15. So with the answers, if there's any you're not quite sure about, if you want to come back on the question and answer, etc., and we'll pick those up and we'll come back to you. Thank you. Okay, are we all ready for the answers to section 2? Film quotes. So once again, just to reiterate, we're looking for the name of the film. That's what we want to hear, the name of the film. So the first one, I'll have what she's having. When Harry Met Sally. There's a point for each of these. Question 2, Houston, we have a problem. That's Apollo 13. Tom Hanks running around. Question number 3, I see dead people, and that's The Sixth Sense. Question 4, There's No Place Like Home, The Wizard of Oz. Number 5, we wanted the name of the film. I think most people know this was probably said by Laurel and Hardy. And the name of the film is Sons of the Desert. So the answer is Sons of the Desert. Question number 6, books and cleverness. They are more important things, friendship and bravery. That is, and this is why I'm proud I've never seen any of their films, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So it's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. If you just put Harry Potter, I'm sorry, it's not going to wash. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because there's been so many films. 7, Go Ahead, Make My Day. And that's Sudden Impact, which is part of the Dirty Harry series with Detective Harry Callahan. So it's Sudden Impact. 8, Just Keep Swimming, 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 and that's Finding Nemo. Just a bit of variety after Detective Harry Callahan. Question 9. Though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group they're rather stupid, and that is Mary Poppins. 10. Is it safe? And that's, you've got to be a certain age, remember, that's Marathon Man. Laurence Olivier and Dustin Hoffman, that I think it was. 11. After all, tomorrow is another day, and that's Gone with the Wind. Question 12. You're not very bright, are you? I like that in a man, and that's Body Heat. You've got to be a certain age to remember this as well. Open the pod bay doors, Hal, and that's 2001: A Space Odyssey. – 14. You Talking to Me? That's Taxi Driver. De Niro's breakthrough. Question 15. They say nothing lasts forever, dreams fade, trends come and go, but friendships never go out of style. And that's Sex and the City. Mouton Rothschild is a claret, and I've smelt that aftershave before, and both times I've smelt a rat, and that's Diamonds Are Forever. Question 17. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, have faith in yourself. That is Legally Blonde. And number 18, here's Johnny, and that's The Shining. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. That's Apocalypse Now. And last but not least, to finish this round, question 20, I'll be back, and you'll all shout back at me, The Terminator. That's The Terminator. That's round 2, so there's 20 points on offer in that round, 1 point per question, the name of the film. Okay, so that's the first 2 rounds completed. That was Yorkshire and then film quotes. The next round we'll move on to in a moment or two is pseudonyms. So people who change their name to sound far more exciting if they were going onto the stage or whatever they might be. Some of these are going to be straightforward and obvious, some might be a bit obscure, but these are people who had a professional name, if you like, which wasn't their real name. So you'll know them maybe as their professional name, but you won't necessarily know what their original name was. So I'll move into that in a couple of minutes. So are we all ready for the next round? Next round starts off, so I'm going to give you a selection of names. It's 1 point each. So what we want to know is, who are they better known as? What is their name which they're famous by? So we're going to give the original names of the people, and you need to tell us how we more ordinarily know them by. So the first one up, Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Second one, Karen Elaine Johnson. Question number 3, it's a bit of a mouthful. Declan Patrick Lucius McManus. So who are these people better known as? Question 4, Julianne Smith. So who is she better known as? Sometimes there's a bit of a clue in the names as well I'm going to display to you. Question number 5, who is this person better known as? Original name is James LeBlanche Stewart. Question number 6, Helen Lydia Mironoff. Number 7, Steveland Hardaway Morris. So who is he better known as? Number 8, Nita Lee Hirschlag. So I'll go through these again at the end, I'll run them through, so if you want to see any of them again. Question number 9, Peter Jean Hernandez. Number 10, Eileen Regina Edwards. Number 11, Michael John Douglas. Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta. I think there'll be a lot of people at the end of this round when I give the answers going, oh, that's what their original name is. So all these people are extremely famous once you know the answer, but these are the original names. Question 13, Carlos Irwin Estevez. (14) is Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hira. I could give a clue to this one, but I won't because it'll be too obvious. She disgraced herself on a talk show a few years ago. Let's just say that. Robert Allen Zimmerman. (16) Winona Laura Horowitz. Krishna Pandit Banji. For 18, Norma Jean Mortensen. Question 19 is Adam Richard Wiles. And last but not least, and I'll just run through them again, is Demetria Jean Guinness. Sometimes there's a clue in their first names. I'll just go back to the first and I'll just run through them again. The first one is Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Second is Karen Elaine Johnson. Third is Declan Patrick Aloysius McManus. Fourth is Julianne Smith. Fifth is James LeBlanche Stewart. Sixth is Helen Lydia Mironoff. Seventh is Steveland Hardaway Morris. Eighth is Nita Lee Hirschlag. Ninth is Peter Jean Hernandez. Number 10 is Eileen Regina Edwards. Number 11 is Michael John Douglas. 12 is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata. 13 is Carlos Irwin Estevez. 14 is Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hira. 15 is Robert Allen Zimmerman. 16 is Winona Laura Horowitz. 17 is Krishna Pandit Banji. 18 is Norma Jean Mortensen. 19 is Adam Richard Wiles. And the final one for this round is Demetria Jean Guinness. One of those rounds where you'll sort of know it or you won't, because some of these are guessable, but some of them just aren't. I'll give you a few minutes to collate your answers, and I'll come back with the real answers in about another 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. Right, are we ready ready for the answers for the last section? So we'll start off with question number 1, which is Reginald Kenneth Dwight. That's probably the more straightforward ones, and that's Elton John. Karen Elaine Johnson, and that a bit more obscure, this one, Whoopi Goldberg. Declan Patrick Aloysius McManus is Elvis Costello. Julianne Smith is the actress Julianne Moore. Question 5, James LeBlanc Stewart. This is from the old days, this. Stuart Granger. I think she was probably one of my nan's favourites. This one, the clue's in the name. Helen Lydia Mironoff is Helen Mirren. Evelyn Hardaway Morris, that's Stevie Wonder. Nita Lee Hirschlag, that's Natalie Portman. Peter Jean Hernandez, that's Bruno Mars. Who's originally from Haiti. Eileen Regina Edwards, that's Shania Twain. Michael John Douglas is Michael Keaton, once of Batman fame. Joanne Angelina Germanotta, that's Lady Gaga. Carlos Irwin Estevez, clues in the surname there because he's got a half brother they called Emilio Estevez, and that's Charlie Sheen. So it's Charlie Sheen for question 13. 14, Margaret Mary Emily and Hira, that is Meg Ryan. And I think we probably remember her disgracing herself on a talk show. 15, Robert Alan Zimmerman, and that is Bob Dylan. 16, Winona Laura Horowitz. As I said before, there's sometimes a bit of a clue in there, that's Winona Ryder. 17, Krishna Pandit Banji, that's Ben Kingsley. Norma Jean Mortensen, one of the more famous names, Norma Jean, that's Marilyn Monroe. And Richard Wiles, you need to be in down with your DJing to know this one, that's Calvin Harris. And last but not least, Demetria Jean Gones is Demi Moore. Okay, so there's 20 questions there, 1 point per question. So give you a chance to top those up before we head into the final round in a couple of minutes, which is albums for every year of SROC. So I'll explain how that's going to work in a moment or two, but you'll get an album cover for every year of SROC since 1991. And what we want is the name of the album and the artist. So if you only get the artist, it's a point. If you only get the name of the album, it's a point. If you get both the name of the artist and the title of the album, it's 2 points. So potentially there's some big points to be won here, which could build the excitement as it all switches around in the last few questions. So I'll give you a couple of minutes and then we'll kick off with round 4. Right, so we're moving to into round 4 now. You'll be pleased to know I don't do much talking here really, because I've got nothing to say. I'm just going to show you an album cover from an album from each year from 1991, when the SROC first started, till 2017, till 2020, to this year. What we need for each one is the name of the band and the name of the album. Okay, so the name of the band and the name of the album. There's potentially 2 points for each question. Okay, so I'll just run through them and then leave you to try and work out what they are. Okay. So, name of the album and the band. I've got a feeling, depending on how old you are, you'll get some of the early ones and none of the late ones, or you'll get some of the later albums we show and none of the earlier ones. Okay, that's the first. As I say, I'll do a recap at the end as well and go through them again if you're not sure. So that's 91, 1992. There's a real mixture of artists as well. They don't follow a particular theme. There's all sorts of style of music in these. When I run through them again, I might drop in a few clues for 1 or 2. So 1993. So remember the name of the artist and the name of the album, 1 point for each. (1994). And then 1995. So the artist and the title. 96. Some of these are more easy to get the artist than others, but the name of the album could be trickier. (1997). 1998. 1999. 2000. 2001. 2002. 2003. 2003. 2004. 2005. As I say, just repeat, I'll go through all these again once I've got them all up on screen, so you can have a refresher. 2006. 2007. 2008. 2009. 2010. 2011. 2012. 2013. 2014. 2015. 2016. 2017. This is for me where I lose track, to be honest with you, because yeah, I'm too old for this stuff now. 2018. 2019. 'And last but not least, 2020. So I'll just run them through again. I might just throw in one or two clues, because some of these are tricky. So, first one. Second. Third. I think the artists are usually the easy part. The title of the album is going to be the hard bit. Fourth. Fifth. '96. '97. 98. 99. 2000. 2001. 2002. 2003. Definitely the twilight of her career then, in my opinion. 2004. 2005. Oh, come on, that's obvious to everybody, surely. Who the artist is, anyway. 2006, sadly no longer with us. 2007. The letter M in the background might be a clue if you don't know who they are. 2008. 2009. I think these guys are from Bury. I think they're from Bury, or maybe Rochdale, somewhere like that, but I think it's Bury they're from. 2010. 2011. He does not look like that in real life. 2012. 2013. 2014. This is when my musical history stops. 2015. 2016. Also somebody no longer with us. 2017. 2018. 2019. Also sadly no longer with us. And last but not least, 2020. Okay, so it's a point for the artist and a point for the album title. So in total here, there's possibly 60 points available. Okay, so I'll give everybody a couple of minutes once again to collate and have a think and try and Google, and I will come back to you in a couple of minutes. So everybody, let's do the answers now for the last round, and then we can do a toss-up to see who the winner is for the prestige of the SROC Quiz trophy. So I'll just get to the first album of that montage. So the first one was, the artist was U2, and the album was Achtung Baby. One for you any rockers out there, I do sound like Alan Freeman now. It's Def Leppard and Adrenalise. Not one in my record collection. And this was Billy Joel and River of Dreams. '94, this was Pink Floyd and the Division Bell. This was Mariah Carey, this definitely isn't in my record collection, and Daydream. Come on, everybody knows who these people are. It's the Beatles, and yet another way of making some money out of some back catalogue. Anthology 3. This is The Prodigy and The Fat of the Land. '98, this was Lauryn Hill and The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. This is Santana and Supernatural. This is, it means nothing to me, R. Kelly and TP-2.com. Don't ask me. I'm way too old. Michael's younger sister, Janet Jackson, all for you. This is Eminem and the Eminem Show. This is a person who was past the best by then. It's Madonna, An American Life. This is Green Day, An American Idiot. This is Bruce Springsteen and the Devils and the Dust. Prince and 3121. Maroon 5 and It Won't Be Soon Before Long. This is Slipknot and All Hope Is Gone. Lads from Bury. This is Elbow and the Seldom Seen Kid. This is, not that I'd know, Take That and Progress. This is one I said doesn't look like him. This is Ed Sheeran and Plus. Well, some Ed Sheeran fan will hate me for saying that. This is Mumford and Sons and Babel or Babel. Arctic Monkeys, AM. This is where I become clueless without the answer sheet. This is Taylor Swift in 1989. This is Florence and the Machine. How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. This is David Bowie, Black Star, posthumously released album. Foo Fighters, Concrete and Gold. Shawn Mendes, wherever he is, and Shawn Mendes. Obviously, it's Queen, and it's the Bohemian Rhapsody original soundtrack. And last but not least, it's Gaga, Lady Gaga, and Chromatica. Okay, there's a potential 60 points there, 30 questions, 2 points for each one. So if you want to tot it up, and then if you can start adding them to your scores from the previous round, this is going to be a bit tricky to do. Usually you sort of shout out in the pub what people have got. But what we're going to have to do here on the Q&A bit, which you can sort of feed back to us, I'm going to sort of shout out what people have got. If you can type in your names or your team name, whatever it might be, into there, and my compatriot Mike will pick those up, and we'll find out who the winner is. So if you can just top those all up, I'll give you about sort of 3 or 4 minutes to do that, and then we'll come back to you, and I'll start shouting out from the maximum you can possibly get, and then if you can just type in what you've got, and we'll see if we can find a winner. Thank you very much. Right, I hope everybody's had time to tot up their scores from each round. So the maximum available points was 136 across all of that. I know I may be, being rude to everybody. I'm not presuming everybody's got 136. So if you can type into the Q&A bit, has anybody got above 120? Has anybody got above, let's go down a bit, has anybody got above 100? Oh, come on, we all work in universities. We're meant to be the cream. Anybody got above 90? I'm watching the live event Q&A here, bait your breath. Has anybody got above 80? $70? $60? $50? Anybody got above 50? Oh, we've got a 64 in. We've got a 64 in. We've got a 67.
67.
We've got a 67 in. Anything better than 67? I'll probably get you a lower second. No advances on 67. I'm waiting to see if anything pops in. It looks like Nora and family might have taken it with 67. If there's no other shout outs, I'll give it another minute. And if not, it's going to be Nora and family who take the glory of the SROC Conference Quiz 2021. I think that's it. I think it's Evan. I think the winners are Nora and family, Ollie, Harry and Faye. Well done, Ollie, Harry and Faye as well. So that you are the winners of the SROC Quiz 2021. There isn't any prize, but the satisfaction of having taken part and having won this quiz is more than enough, I'm sure. I'm sure you feel that, Nora. I'm just sorry I can't see people's faces because it'd be a lot more fun if we were doing it face to face with a drink in hand. Although I have. Okay, well done to Nora. That's just about wrapping up the SROC quiz. So thank you very much for everybody's participation. I hope you enjoy. I think tomorrow is the final day of SROC, so I hope everybody enjoys their final day. Obviously, nobody's allowed to go out and get drunk in the usual conference form and stumble home at 2 in the morning having realised they drunk too much and then not get up for the first plenary session in the morning. So nobody's got that excuse this year. So everybody's going to be there bright and early. So have a great day tomorrow. I hope you've had a great SROC conference, virtual conference this year in this strange world we live in. And take care, everybody, and all the best. Thank you.